Today, we will hear from Black Americans reacting to African man who is disrespecting foundational Black Americans' lineage by saying foundational Black Americans are a separatist group. Check it out.
Because I think it is the most separatist term coined back in 2019 by
Tariq Nasheed?
Tariq
I know
Nasheed.
Tariq. Yeah.
And Tariq Nasheed coined this term, and maybe he had good intent because it's like, hey, how do we separate when it comes to reparations and being able to say, hey, this belonged to the Black slaves that came to America and their descendants. And I get that. I get and understand that concept. But what it does, it furthers this idea of separation. Yeah. And I think back again to childhood and the stuff that I, even as an adult, like, I'm not African. I'm anything but African, right? I got Indian in my blood. I'm Creole. I'm anything but African. And so when you say foundationally Black American, it's like, yes, I can say I'm foundationally Black American and I am not you. I'm like, no. Because like my father used to tell me, I don't know what all these fuss is about. They are the same people. You guys are brothers.
Yeah.
I really, truly do not understand what is separatist about the term foundational or foundational Black American FBA. No matter what we call ourselves, whether we say Black American, foundational Black American, ADOS, Solon, whatever it is we say, I really don't understand how that is any different than any other group around the entire world, not just people of the Black ethnicity, people who are from the African continent or from the Caribbean or from anywhere around this world. Everybody has a name for either their tribe, their ethnic group. Like, everybody technically is a separatist. So I don't understand why we're the only group that everybody looks at like we're supposed to be all inclusive and sort of diluted and generic, but everybody else can be specific. I really don't understand that. It's like everything that we do is supposed to be all inclusive, but everybody can keep their unique shit to themselves and it's for them. But we're supposed to share everything that we have. And I think that that's the part that frustrates a lot of Black Americans, is feeling like we always got to share our shit, but everybody else get to keep their stuff for themselves. It's annoying. It actually really just is annoying. It's not even about not wanting to be African, but it's like whatever is going through our DNA, we can't really truly trace any of that stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I have West African DNA. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why my skin is dark brown and my hair is kinky type 4. Like, I'm sure that having West African DNA is the reason why I have the certain looks that I have, and certain features that I have. But that doesn't. I mean, to be honest, I'm actually kind of tired of explaining this. It just seems like no matter how we explain it, people are still pissed off. People are still mad. People are still saying that we're xenophobic. People are still saying that we don't love ourselves and we don't want to be who we are. And we don't know who we are because we don't claim the entire continent of Africa. So that means that we don't love ourselves and we don't want to be African. We want to be anything except African, like he said in the video. Oh, I'm Indian. I mix with this. I mix with that. I'm a Creole. I'm this. Well, Creole is an ethnic group. It's a kind of like a tribe in a way. Just like the Gullah Geechees. I mean, there's different aspects of people from around the United States, just like anywhere else, guys. It's not really different. It's not really that different here. I mean, I just don't understand why. I just don't understand what is so separatist about it. I really don't get it. I just don't understand it. And maybe I don't need to be trying to explain it. Maybe I don't need to understand. Maybe I just let the shit go and just let people feel how they feel. If people feel like we're divisive and we're xenophobic, maybe I should just say, you know what, that's fine if that's how you feel. I'm going to continue to do whatever I'm doing and thinking however I think. And if you're offended, then go ahead and be offended and you'll be fine.
At this current state in America, y'all are having to deal with Black Americans through the eyes of Black Americans. And that is the pill y'all are having a hard time swallowing. That You know, that whole, well, white people view it as, white people think us as, well, white people see us as, see, none of that don't work no more. We don't give a flying what them people are thinking. What the these people used to eat us. Why the are you even mentioning them when addressing us? You feel what I'm saying? Y'all are having a hard time addressing Black Americans as Black Americans through the eyes of Black Americans without the mentioning of anyone, including yourselves. That's the hard part. That's what y'all are having a hard time getting over. That's the reason why y'all done got caught doing fraud on top of fraud on top of fraud. And then y'all bring y'all big forehead ass on TV mentioning civil rights. What the fuck are you trying to tether yourself to the Black American experience? And then when that don't work, you say, well, white people view, who the fuck? You're a thief. Why are you mentioning anybody else? We wouldn't give a damn. Okay? Even the criminals that's already locked up ain't got nothing to do with you stealing. Y'all being done how what you call it, mama did her? Because you wasn't crying when you was stealing, so just get the ass whooping and get the hell on. I'm just saying, you know, but it's down to respect. Y'all just don't want to respect Black Americans. And I don't know why y'all just don't want to say that. I don't know why y'all just don't want to say that. Why do y'all keep trying to act like, well, white people think this, well, white people think that? Y'all don't think that and y'all don't believe it. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know y'all ain't us. Who gives a fuck with the next fucking thing? Y'all just don't want to respect Black Americans, and that's all it is. And you could just be honest. I mean, it's 2026. We know it. We just don't give a damn.
One thing I want Black America to understand is that Puerto Ricans and Mexicans do not with each other. The same way Dominicans and Haitians don't fuck. Dominicans don't even identify Haitians as Latino. You can't go out and call an Italian a Mexican. They will look at you crazy and curse you the out. You can't call a Puerto Rican a Cuban. You can't call a Brazilian a Mexican. They will curse you out. The same way you can't even call a Guatemalan a Salvadorian. And they're on the same land too. They will curse you out. Same with Africans, same with Arabs and Indians, same with Taiwanese and Filipinos, same with Koreans, Japanese, and Chinese. They are already separated. They only act unified in our face just to save face, just to make it seem like they're all one and united. First of all, Black people are the only people that fought for civil rights because they weren't civil enough to do that for themselves. Y'all need to understand, we are seeing a lot of people run away from home, run away from their cultural significance. That's why they come here, and now everybody trying to assimilate to American culture. They hate themselves. I need y'all to understand this. They hate themselves. They hate where they are from. You even got natives or the Siberians telling Mexicans, y'all are not us. Mexicans talking about yeah, we're all native. No, the fuck you're not. There was a war. You lost the war, so you lost the land. That's how that goes. And you're not going to get that back unless there's treaties and orders put in place. So I don't know why y'all thinking y'all just finna come over here and take over the land. You will never. Okay? And for the Black people that are agreeing to that bullshit, you are playing yourself out of your own spot again. That's why y'all need to read. Get to them books ASAP. And stop letting these people play you out your spot. I need y'all to understand, they are just as separated as they are trying to make us seem. It's all a projection. They need us to be separated so that we can keep focusing on what they got going on when that's not our business. Black America needs to focus on reclaiming their identity and their roots. That's our only job right now. I need y'all to understand the spiritual and cultural significance of our Blackness on this land. Why do you think Africans and Haitians are trying to identify with us now? Because they finally realized what we've been telling them this whole time. When you come to this land, you either assimilate to whiteness or you assimilate to Blackness, because they're going to treat you accordingly. But what we are doing is we are delineating so they won't be able to do that, because we're always going to be able to tell. It's one word you cannot pronounce correctly, and your grandma will always call you out. So black people, this is not your fight. Stop flying around other people's flags because we have our own flags. They will never buy a Black American heritage flag and fly it around just for fun. They will only do that when they need you. Other than that, you're a throwaway to them. I need y'all to understand this. They have beefs within the beefs. It's not about you, Black America. It's about them trying to act civilized in front of us so that we can feel inadequate. They are running away from home. We don't have a cartel that's going around chopping off people's heads. We don't have boats and ships that bring and export and import drugs to this country. We are civilized. We are unified. And the longer y'all keep allowing these people to play in y'all face and get into y'all head, the longer they're going to have power over you and your identity. Because the beef was never with us. It was always against them, with each other. They are the runaways. We've always been here, and we're not going anywhere. It's an only reason why they're trying to all be unified as Americans now. They weren't doing that before because they know that the time has come. You're either going to be accepted into white America or Black America. That's the only two sides of this land. You can only pick one, and they are realizing that.
Hey y'all, I'm making this video as a Black American to vocalize some of my concerns surrounding the delineation conversation. I found that we have a ton of melanated immigrants and also our own Pan-Africanists that are attempting to hijack that conversation and demonize us in our desire to delineate. They are saying things like delineation is divisive, Black Americans are xenophobic, Black Americans are anti-African, Black Americans hate ourselves, and Black Americans are seeking validation from white people. All of these are baseless accusations that they obviously can't prove, but it's also a form of narcissistic abuse and narcissistic projection, which I do intend to speak on in a later video. Black Americans have found that in order for us to address disparities that exist under the pseudoscientific race construct, we must delineate. Right now, we are being erroneously identified as a homogenous group with melanated immigrants from Africa and the Caribbean, and it has made it impossible for us to gauge how we are doing as an ethnic group. That is the spirit and intention behind delineation. Anything else is a lie in order to control us and a narrative.
Look, man, I really wasn't gonna say nothing all about this shit, but f*** that, man. I'm tired of this shit, bro. Like, I'm tired of getting on this bitch, getting on social media, and end up seeing a clip, a video, or a post or something from some nigga from Africa or maybe Jamaica or Haiti or some other kind of country with black people in it, know what I'm saying? And speaking down on Black Americans, bro, saying that we don't know where we come from. We ain't got no culture. We lazy. Like, we should have been did this in all these years, and why we ain't do it, and others come over here and they surpass us, which is bullshit. But know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's the point, dog? When y'all got access to all this information, it's 2026, and y'all to sit here and say we ain't got no culture and we lost, we don't know where we from. Like, come on, bruh. And I'm tired of seeing my fellow Black Americans having these conversations with these specific ones because they not having these conversations with good intentions. It's not a good faith conversation, bruh. It's really like on some, they really dissing niggas and trying to act like they just so confused and don't understand us and don't understand how we operate. Like, no, nigga, y'all know good damn well everything y'all say we don't have, we have. Everything y'all say we ain't like, we are like. And all the bullshit y'all say we like, y'all know that we not like that. For the most part, yeah, we got degenerates, but what culture don't? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's y'all motive, bro? Why y'all want to get on here constantly, get on here and say shit like that? Like, what y'all trying to get out of? What y'all trying to prove? What do y'all want us to say? We don't know where we come from? We don't got no culture? Our lineage ain't shit? We lost ass niggas? We lazy ass niggas? Like, we the bottom of the barrel in the world? That's what y'all want us to say? We not gonna ever say that. So, my nigga, y'all just need to kill this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all get on here and say, oh, FBAs, Like, bro, I understand why some of us get on this bitch and move like game bangers. FBA, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we know for sure FBA is a lineage. I'm FBA by lineage. But I also understand that some of my brothers and sisters get on that bitch and do move like some diaspora game bangers. But I understand why. Do I agree with it all the time? No, sometimes I do, because I see why, bro. It's like if y'all want to get some kind of clout or go viral or anything, just get on here and say something bad about foundational Black Americans, bro. Yeah, y'all don't see how lame that shit is, dog? Like, y'all could talk about anything else, but y'all want to sit here and talk about other niggas that are unprovoked, bro. Bro, we not waking up thinking about none of y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't, no disrespect, dog. Because I fuck with all, if you a nigga and you a real nigga, a solid nigga, a good nigga, I don't give a fuck where you come from. I'm from Florida. We grew up with the Caribbeans. Know what I'm saying? So we don't really be on that diaspora war shit in Florida. Like, this some new shit to me. I ain't realized this shit going on till like a year or two ago when I got on Twitter. And now that shit just all over every social media with this bullshit propaganda, bro. And it's like, what's the point? If y'all don't fuck with it, then don't fuck with us, dog. We don't give a fuck. I promise you, the nigga Black Americans don't give a fuck who fuck with us and who don't. We definitely don't give a fuck who don't fuck with us. Bitches ain't been fucking with us since the beginning of the time. Know what I'm saying? Because I ain't really on no this divisive ass shit. But at the same time, bro, I'm sick of this shit, dog. Y'all, that shit lame than a bitch, bro. Get off that ass shit, dog.
For decades, many immigrants coming to the United States walked in with a very clear picture of who the problem group was. White supremacy crafted that picture for them long before they ever stepped foot on American soil. The anti-Black stereotypes, the media portrayals, the schoolbooks, the missionary influence, the global propaganda, all of it shaped an image of foundational Black Americans designed to undermine our global reputation and erase our historical contributions. So when many immigrants arrived, they didn't come in neutral. They came in with pre-installed anti-Black biases, often believing that aligning themselves with whiteness, socially, politically, economically, would elevate them. Some even saw themselves as better than the very group whose centuries of struggle opened the doors for them to immigrate here in the first place. And many willingly became tools, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly, within a system of white supremacy that uses newcomers to undercut FBA progress. Whether through competing for resources, participating in anti-Black policing culture, repeating anti-Black stereotypes, or dismissing FBA struggles as laziness, some immigrants believed that distancing themselves from Black Americans would secure favor and stability. But now, the wake-up call has arrived, and it's loud. Over the last decade, and especially in the last few years, immigrants are realizing something that foundational Black Americans have been saying for generations. America doesn't love you. America uses you. America benefits from your labor, your silence, and your belief that you can escape the anti-Black hierarchy. But America is loyal to one thing only: maintaining white supremacy. Many immigrants are discovering that no matter how hard they work, no matter how many degrees they earn, no matter how model they try to be, they are not exempt from the discrimination, the surveillance, the profiling, the exploitation, and the political scapegoating that has been aimed at Black Americans for centuries. The same system that told them to look down on FBAs is now turning its sights on them. Immigrant communities are being targeted in political debates. Deportation threats are increasing, no matter how long someone has lived here. Non-white immigrants are being blamed for economic problems they didn't create. Police violence is touching immigrant families who thought they were safe. Hate crimes are rising against groups that once believed they were outside America's racial caste system. The political divide is making immigrants realize that assimilation doesn't protect them when whiteness feels threatened. Many are seeing firsthand the truth of America's racial pyramid. Foundational Black Americans weren't lying, exaggerating, or playing the victim. We were warning the world. Some immigrants are now apologizing. Some are awakening. Some are finally willing to build real solidarity. And some are realizing that if white supremacy will do this to the group that literally built the country, what makes them think they were ever going to be treated better? Another reality is hitting hard. FBAs weren't the obstacle. White supremacy was. And slowly, immigrants are starting to understand that the benefits they enjoyed, the jobs, the visas, the communities they were able to establish, were possible because FBAs fought the battles, bled in the streets, took the beatings, filed the lawsuits, created the culture, and forced America to open its doors wider. Immigrants didn't bring civil rights with them. They inherited it. Now the illusion is breaking. The same government that praised them for being hard workers is now turning them into bargaining chips. The same system that told them to avoid FBAs is now pushing them into the same economic trenches. The same media that demonized Black Americans is now using them as the new scapegoat for political agendas. This is the rude awakening. In the American hierarchy, proximity to whiteness is not protection. It's temporary, conditional access. And as many immigrants wake up to the reality that they too can be targeted, marginalized, and used as pawns, some are beginning to see the truth Black America has lived for 400 years. Because one thing is becoming clear. Everything white supremacy promised immigrants is starting to crumble, and the truth that FBAs carried for centuries is finally being recognized. Tell me what you think about this topic. Hope you find the information in this video informative. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks for watching.